Hey there. This is a channeled reading meant to find you whenever it finds you. So the three tarot cards we have are the Knight of Wands, we have Death, and we have the Six of Swords. So Spirit is telling me that right now is the time to make a great change, one that you have been thinking of for quite some time, but have been hesitating to enact or to move upon. I see that this change will take you from one place to another, maybe physically, but I see it happening more on like a mental, spiritual scale. Like you've created a change in your life, a change in your habits, just the way that you want to go about something. It looks much different than it did earlier. I see this here with the Knight of Wands and Death. The horse seems quite prominent, and to me, both cards are almost like mirroring each other. Knight of Wands is telling me that this change, it should be like drastic. It should happen very quickly, or the key is to just do it, because I see behind this Knight of Wands, there's been much hesitation. The energy in the two cards that come afterwards seems quite slow. So the way I'm interpreting this is that Spirit is asking you to go at it with ferocity, or to go all in on this particular change that you know you're supposed to do. With the Death and Six of Swords, I do see quite a bit of hesitation. It feels like this is something that might carry shame, or that you might feel a bit embarrassed about to start, but you know that you've been needing to have this change, or to make this change in your life in order to make things better for you personally. With Death here, this implies that this change is a type of ending, or it ends something that it feels like something that you don't necessarily want to end, but you know that this ending is actually good for you and it will help you in the long haul. So Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about these cards? Can you clarify for me the Knight of Wands first? Why is the Knight of Wands here? Okay. So before I pull these cards, for a small collective of you, or maybe a larger collective of you, this is about breaking up with somebody who's toxic. It could be a romantic partner or a friendship. It looks like you know that you need to set up a boundary because they're not respecting it, or they're not taking hints from you. So it's now time to be more direct. Take it as it resonates with you. But again, we'll get some clarifications with these tarot cards. So for Knight of Wands, we have Fortune, the Hierophant, and, well, Death. Three major arcana and Death again. Well, okay. So I see that the reason this may be difficult is because this thing before, it seems to have worked out properly with you. And it looks like in changing this or having this ending, it's like you're cutting your resources in half, or you're removing a lot of things that you own. So if this was a breakup, it looks like if your things were shared together, it's like you're each taking your own half and splitting ways. Okay, so that's part of why this division might seem quite painful. Or if this is not about a relationship, then the other way that I'm interpreting this is that this new change is an investment into a new life, and you know it will take resources in order for you to have that change. Either way, you're being asked to put your whole heart into it and to do it passionately, quickly, because if you try to go about this too slowly, it ends up being painful for yourself or for the people around you. All right. So, Spirit, can you clarify death here? Why did death show up? We have Three of Wands. Keyword here is virtue. Lust, which would be strength. And Two of Swords. Keyword here is peace. Well, okay. Spirit, okay, so the reason why you're being asked to do this so passionately is because there is like a flame within you regarding this, Abahan, knowing that this is the right decision for you. With these three cards that showed up, I feel like it feels like if you never tried this, if you never went about this particular change, you would spend the rest of your life wondering what could have been if you tried. At the very least, when you do this, or if you choose this path, then you can say you tried and that you actually went for it. With the Three of Wands, I do see this as a true aspect of yourself. Like within this ending, I actually see you emerging. You get to be an authentic version of yourself, and it'll feel more in alignment because you don't feel like you're pretending on this path. Even if it doesn't make sense to the other people around you, even if it might not even fully make sense in the moment, the clarity will come up for you later or as you were walking this path. Because there's something that you're meant to do that your old life cannot follow or that your old life cannot contain. And at this point, you're at a crossroads where you could either hold on to this old life, which you're not necessarily happy with, or go on to this new thing where it is much better for you. It is more in alignment with who you are at this time. I see it working out positively for you if you choose the second part, but again, it's up to you in your free will and with your own discernment. So, Spirit, can you clarify the Six of Swords? Why is the Six of Swords here? All right, we have Nine of Swords. Keyword here is cruelty. Six of Cups. Keyword here is pleasure. And Queen of Wands. Well, okay. I see that this decision to change, this decision to find this new path or to walk this new path, it upsets other people, but you're being reminded to prioritize your own happiness at this time, to understand that you must live your own life and you must be clear about who you are at this time. Regardless of all these people who might not understand you, or it's like they don't get what you're doing or why you're doing it, understand that as you move forward, you will actually attract these people who are meant to be with you, who are meant to follow you. And if people from this old version of yourself are meant to also be with you in this new part of your life, they will respect you as you are now and the person that you are becoming. So that's everything I'm seeing for this reading here. If this resonated with you, please feel free to leave me a comment. I would love to hear about it. Until next time, bye-bye.